Well, I think this set takes the cake, guys. This is the most overpriced LEGO Star Wars set I have seen on the channel. And I've been making reviews here for 17 years now. And this takes the cake. Welcome back, everybody, to the next LEGO Star Wars review, being the 327 Star Corps Battle Pack. Set number on this is 75431. It's going to have 258 pieces. It's going to retail for $45. Let that sink in for a second. I will wait. $45. I think LEGO has lost their mind. I cannot believe, just looking at this page on Shop at Home, seeing that $45 price. Let me remind all of you that we have this set right here, the Clone and Droid Battle Pack. This came out a year ago. It has more minifigures. It has a similar piece count. And it's $15 less. This is 50% more than this one in just a year. Now, tariffs are a thing right now, but they're not that high, not 50% higher. So I do not understand the pricing of this at all. There's no justification for that. So that's the price. What about the set? I gotta say, the set looks okay. All right, it's 327 Star Corps Troopers. That's really cool. We really haven't seen them since the original 2007 Battle Pack. And really before that, it was the 2005 Clone Turbo Tank where the Star Corps kind of originally debuted as technically Commander Cody with the pauldron and all that jazz. But regardless, this is very exciting. Like, this is a very cool set, especially to pair alongside that MTT set that I just reviewed. And I actually thought that was a very good set. Still overpriced, but it was a good set. This, the pricing on this one is just crazy. But I am looking forward to breaking this open, seeing what it offers. The 327th Clone Troopers in this set do have a brand new pauldron piece. We are getting that antenna piece that we first saw in the UCS Jango Starship, which is actually a $10 piece right now on Bricklink, so that's finally going to come down in price. Maybe that's the explanation for why this set is $45. LEGO saw that piece on Bricklink is going for $10 on average, and they wanted a piece of the pie. Maybe that's the reason. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea why anybody thought that was appropriate. I should also note, and I brought this up in my MTT review, there's supposedly a 2-in-1 pack coming out with this set alongside the MTT here. So it should be a combination of the two. And supposedly that'll be below the MSRP price of the two sets combined. So if you're looking for a deal and you're interested in that MTT set, make sure you're looking out either, I think it's supposed to come out in Costco or Walmart potentially. Time will tell if it actually exists here in North America. It might just be a European exclusive. We will see. So with all that said, let's go and see what the 327 Star Corps Clone Trooper Battle Pack, that's a mouthful, offers. I do want to thank LEGO for sending this set over for review. And let's go into the in-depth of this one. I think you can make a fair argument that if this set came with all printed pieces, no stickers, and maybe 2 more minifigures, that maybe, just maybe, fans could accept the $45 price tag, but alas, that's just not true. 3 numbered bags here. The Clone Troopers are spread out between 2 different numbered bags, and then we have also 2 instruction booklets, so if you want to skip the droids entirely, you can do so, and get right to the Clone Troopers, which, I gotta admit, the 327 Star Corps Troopers are pretty sweet looking in person. I really like these minifigures. Alas, they don't have a comma or a waist cape. That's been omitted. That's extremely frustrating in a set like this, especially for the price that LEGO's asking for. Unbelievable, in fact. But let's get into this. Let's start talking about the minifigures, the first of which is going to be more Super Battle Droids, which we just got in the Clone and Battle Droid set. I wish we would have gotten a more interesting droid. Maybe Commando droids that we got from the MTT would have been more interesting, or different variants of the Battle Droid. Like, what happened to those jungle droids that we got in the AAT a couple years ago? Those would have been cool. But these are just normal Super Battle Droids, and you do get 3 of them, which is nice, but again, we just got 3 in another battle pack, so something else would have been appreciated here. And then we have the 327 Star Corps Clone Troopers. You get 4 of them. They're all exactly the same, which is fine by me. The helmets look good, torso looks good. Oh, yep, that's a reminder that there is no waist capes on that. So yeah, legs don't look good. There is a brand new pauldron piece on this minifigure, and I gotta say, I'm mixed about it. It's much wider than I think a lot of you are expecting. I mentioned this in the MTT review with Bly as well, because it's the same pauldron piece. It looks okay. It's not my favorite. It's so wide because it needs to accommodate the arm moving back and forth, which is acceptable, but
it's not my favorite molded piece that LEGO's made. It does look good on other Clone Troopers as well. And I do believe from this point onwards that both Stormtroopers and Clone Troopers will utilize this pauldron piece, that we won't see a fabric version of this maybe ever again. And for those of you wondering, here's what a waistcape on these troopers look like. I'll leave a link down in the description if you want to pick these up. Obviously, this should have been included in the set, though, especially for the price that LEGO's asking for. And then lastly, we do have that new antenna piece present here. You actually get 3 of them. LEGO only shows 1 on the box, but there is 2 extras, which is nice. That's an expensive piece on the aftermarket currently, because it was only in Jango Fett's UCS Starship. Now, getting into the actual builds of this set, well, first off, we have an all-new redesigned Spider Droid, which, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of tired of Spider Droids. Maybe I have Spider Droid fatigue. But I got to admit, this new design is refreshing. It's completely different than the prior version, and it does improve it, and actually might be the best designed Spider Droid to date. It really is significant when you're looking at the version that came in the ATTE just from 3 years ago. So that's nice, but maybe something like a Crab Droid would have been more original, more interesting, something a little bit fresher for this set, and it kind of needs that. But what about the other half of this set? Well, we have a little mortar as well as this yellow ATRT, and the mortar, of course, will shoot out a little stud launcher. We've seen that in other LEGO Star Wars battle packs. And then we have another stud launcher right on the smack middle of this ATRT. I ripped that right off, and I just took some spare parts and made it look significantly better just with a few pieces. This is obviously what I think the set should look like, but I understand LEGO has to have playability. It is a set intended for kids, but accuracy matters too, and children as well as myself have imaginations. It's okay not to have a stud launcher on every aspect of a set. As for the rest of the ATRT, lots of sticker usage here, very annoying to apply, so that's just a downside of this ATRT. Then of course we have a seat with handlebars and a control panel, and behind where the Clone Trooper would sit we have the antennas for the ATRT, and then under that we actually have some clips, so for the weaponry of whatever trooper you have can be placed right there. That's nice to see. And then oddly, the feet are my favorite part of this model. They're a full-on snot technique. They're probably the best designed LEGO feet of an ATRT that I've seen thus far. They look really good, but what isn't good is I'm tired of the click joint pieces. Like, we've had them on so many ATRTs. Why can't we just use ball joints? That's going to add so much more flexibility and articulation for a model like this. So that's just disappointing to see that they won't change that. Let's go ahead and bring in some other ATRTs now to give you guys an idea where this one sits on the scale. It actually sits perfectly in the middle between the giant ATRTs of the past, like from 2019 and the Kashyyyk 20th anniversary set. And then we have the tiny little one that we got in the 2016 Turbo Tank as a little side build, which is actually the most accurate in terms of minifigure scale. And yeah, it falls in between these sets perfectly in terms of detail and accuracy, but also size as well. I personally have never liked these oversized ATRTs, and I think the 2016 version, in my opinion, is still the winner. What about comparing this against the $30 Clone vs. Battle Droid Battle Pack versus this $45 327 Star Corps Trooper? Are you getting any more value out of this $15 increase? Absolutely not. You're in fact losing 2 minifigures compared to this other set. No B1 battle droids to be seen here. Instead, you have about 50 more pieces being put into that Spider Droid and ATRT. And I will admit, I think the builds on the 327 Star Corps Clone Trooper Battle Pack are better than the Clone and Battle Droid Battle Pack. The ATRT and Spider Droid feel far more polished and feel more like complete builds compared to the others. But still, that isn't a reason to charge $15 more for a battle pack in so little time between these two sets, which will be sold alongside each other. Like, that is just crazy to me. You are absolutely not getting that extra value. In fact, 2 minifigures have been taken away. This truly is the most overpriced set out of the entire LEGO Star Wars wave this summer, and it's just so disappointing because the set itself is good. I mean, I don't have any complaints really about the set. Maybe the pauldron's a little wonky looking, but having 327th Clone Troopers right alongside Commander Bly, that you can pair this set with the MTT and it just works so perfectly. Like, this is what I want. Like, LEGO has done it. The MTT set is excellent. I think this is an excellent battle pack. It's just ridiculously priced. Like, it literally takes me back. I do not understand the pricing behind this set now.
Hopefully we'll see some incredibly steep sales in the coming months because I really think the fandom is going to come together and refuse to buy this set because of how overpriced it is. I absolutely do not recommend this as a day one purchase until this is at minimum retail price of the previous battle pack, $30. Do not buy the 327th battle pack. Like, this is not right by LEGO standards to charge this much comparative of what we just got a year ago. Like, that is just crazy to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks LEGO for sending this set over for review. And it's unfortunate it's so expensive. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.